everyone, and welcome to another episode of Drawing and Talking with me, Freebie Wits, your host. And today we're taking a look at another roleplay repository character. This one named, and I apologize if I mispronounce this, Aénohe Shigaraki. Now you'd think I wouldn't have much issue pronouncing this name considering the fact that the last name shares the same last name as another major character within the series. And this is actually very related, as in literally related. He's related to the actual character himself, as in the character in the show is literally his nephew, his related family member. Now I admit I do have a bit of a bias when it comes to characters in an existing piece of media, original characters in existing pieces of media. More specifically, characters who make themselves related to other characters in existing media. There is a stigma out there about characters like these in fan fiction specific. Now, in a roleplay context, specifically, say, something like Dungeons and Dragons, it's explicitly stated in many cases that your characters are coming into a pre-existing universe, and many of these universes usually have novels or other pieces of media, like Forgotten Realms and Eberron, for example. So it's not too outside of the realms of a roleplay character entering a existing universe and swapping up or messing up with canon. Aénohe, to me, reads like one of those edgy characters, and you already know how I feel about edgy characters. Nothing wrong with them, they are what they are. Now, appearance-wise, there is one thing that really gets me, and it's a weird thing to me specifically, and that's the fingernails. They're, so weird. They're black, and I don't think they're supposed to be pointy. I mean, they're described as fingers that are tipped with black talons, so maybe I drew it incorrectly. But as a personal taste sort of thing, having people with painted nails always feels weird to me. And I don't know why, because if I see someone with red colored hair or green or blue or any other color of the rainbow or even a rainbow in their head, I'm like, that's cool. If I see someone with tattoos, I'm also like, that's cool. I'll never want to get one myself because I'm terrified of needles, but that's really cool. Tell me about your tattoo. Does it have a story? All these things, I do not mind. It's just painted nails that gets me as weird, and it just, I wouldn't say it gives me the heebie-jeebies, but it's very close to that level. Now, when it comes to me drawing characters and me picking a pose and what the subject of the character is, I always try to go through the actual profile itself first to see what is missing, because, quite frankly, and I know I'm putting myself down a bit, I don't feel that my artistic skills are really up to snuff compared to a lot of other people. So I try to see what's missing and fill that little niche. And in this case, I noticed that neither drawing on this profile shows Mr. Aénohe using their powers, like at all. He's just sitting around in his pictures. So in my specific drawing, I decided to do the whole screamy thingy to show that he's using his sonic voice ability. It's not actually called the sonic voice, it's called the screech. Now, talking about more appearance stuff, he's got scars on his right arm, and his left leg is shorter than his right leg, which is why the proportions are a bit off in my drawing. I also tried to emphasize that by the length of his pants. So you'll notice on his right leg, the pants are above his ankles, whereas on his left leg, the pants droop over his foot completely, more or less. And while it was not necessary, I also gave him black mascara, because it feels like every evil character seems to have those black running lines. I also had a few black running lines across his lip area, because it is described that he has scars around in that area. I mean, this guy is a tall dude. He is 6'6". That is tall. And at the same time, he is described as lanky, so perfect bird proportions, I suppose? Not really. Now that I think about it, a lot of birds look kind of chubby, though I suppose that's mostly the feathers than anything else. Now, in D&D, could I play him? Yeah, he's a flying creature. He has a natural screech attack. His talons could count as natural claw attacks as well. As a LARP, probably not. Talons, not safe at LARP, and wings, they just bump into too much stuff. Assuming we were talking about a combat-based LARP. Not that you can't have wings, you just have to fold them up and make them into more of a cape thingy, which has its own issues. If you watch The Incredibles, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, that's my talking and drawing video about Aénohe Shigaraki. I hope you enjoy it. Please comment, like, and subscribe, all that stuff, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.